Okay, let's begin this course with graphical descriptive statistics for qualitative and quantitative data. And before we actually go into the graphical descriptives and the kinds of graphical descriptives that are available to us, let's first clarify what qualitative and quantitative data is, because that's a very important distinction. So in statistics, we deal with two kinds of data: qualitative data and quantitative data. Qualitative data is also known as categorical data, and it is something that can be best described by falling into a category. Specifically, we distinguish between two kinds of qualitative data: nominal and ordinal. Nominal data doesn't have a rank order. So, for example, a regional classification between north, south, east, and west, or race, or eye color, those are examples for nominal categorical data. Because there is no rank order, you can't say that blue eyes is more than green eyes, or green eyes is more than brown eyes. So that is nominal data, and the other categorical data type is ordinal data, and ordinal data has a rank order. So that would be, for example, the income classification by the World Bank. So every country is classified as either high income or low income, or upper middle income or lower middle income. So there is a rank order to it. Another example would be cancer stages. That has a rank order. Or in academia, a professor may be either assistant, associate, or full. Those are ordinal data points that imply a rank order. So in short, qualitative data has two subtypes, nominal and ordinal. The main difference is that nominal does not have a rank order, while ordinal does have a rank order. The second major type of data that we deal with is quantitative data, and quantitative data is something that we somehow can measure. Those are values on the real number line. And again, we distinguish two subtypes. The first one is interval data, and interval data is data where a difference between two values is meaningful, but there is no meaningful zero. And the prime example that you can find in textbooks is temperature. So if you have 10 degrees Celsius, that is obviously colder than 20 degrees Celsius. But if you have 0 degrees Celsius, that doesn't mean that there is no temperature. So the zero in interval data does not mean the absence of something. And other examples would be like an IQ test. If I took an IQ test in Chinese, I probably would get a 0. And that's probably not, or hopefully not, because I wouldn't have any intelligence, but it is simply meaningless to me to take a test in a language that I don't speak. So that would also capture interval data. The 0 is barely meaningful. The second type of quantitative data is ratio scale data, and it is essentially like interval data, with the only exception that a 0 is meaningful. So if you think, for example, about income data or expenditure data, if somebody reports 0 income or 0 expenditures, then that simply means there hasn't been any income or expenditure. So the 0 is meaningful. So in sum, in statistics, we have two kinds of data: qualitative and quantitative. Qualitative and quantitative are each subdivided into two types. When it comes to qualitative data, we have nominal and ordinal. Nominal, no rank order; ordinal, rank order. Quantitative data, interval data, no meaningful 0, and ratio scale data with a meaningful 0. So in the next video we'll start talking about tabular and graphical options that we have to describe categorical data, and then later we will turn to quantitative data.